How about those Hawks? The Seahawks deliver a performance for the ages with a come-from-behind win as Drew Lock finds JSN in the end zone to deliver a 20-17 victory in the 2-minute drill in the closing seconds. What a win. And everything is still in front of this Seahawks team. The playoffs. Oh, my gosh. I am just in shock. I can't believe what we just witnessed. That was incredible. Man, Drew Lock was awesome. 22 of 33, 208 yards, a touchdown, made all the necessary throws he needed to. The run game, Kenneth Walker came to life. Had over 100 all-purpose yards tonight. Was the best game that we've seen from him in quite some time. And we talked about in the pregame that we need to see Kenneth Walker come back to the player that we had seen a couple weeks prior. DK Metcalf got off to a slow start, but really came alive with some big-time catches there in the second half and in the fourth quarter. He finished with 5 catches, 78 yards. An interesting circumstance, right? I mean, Geno was warming up. They thought he was going to be able to play. Ultimately, Pete Carroll and company said, you know what? It's best that with the rain and the weather that he does not play, that we go with Drew Lock. And ultimately, they made the right call. Meanwhile, on the other side for Philadelphia, this was a team that Jalen Hurts was not 100% coming in tonight, was coming in with an illness, and the Seahawks rattled him. They really did a great job shutting down Jalen Hurts, getting 2 interceptions, including a big one from Julian Love late in the game. He had 2 tonight. He was awesome. It was his best game since he joined the Seahawks. It was awesome. And another note, too, the injuries, no injuries. So the Seahawks get a win. Their season is still alive. And they come out healthy. What a night. What a night, folks. Doesn't you feel good? Everything's incredible. I am so happy. I mean, I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. This is going to be an awesome week. Still alive. Ain't going anywhere. Not done yet. Not done yet. We're still here. We're still here. Cry, Eagles, cry. On the road to losing games. Cry, Eagles, cry. L-O-S-E-R-S, Eagles. Now I want to hear from you guys after all that. What is your one-word reaction to the performance as the Seahawks stun the defending NFC champions on Monday Night Football? My one word is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That was incredible. I loved every moment of it. That's my one word. Give me your one-word reaction in the comment section. Let us know. Folks, we hit 46,000 subscribers on the channel tonight. I had to eat an awful jelly bean as a result of that. It was a spicy jelly bean, but you know what? It was worth it. Now I'm not slowing down. I want to get to 47,000 subscribers. Can you help us? Can you get there? If you missed on our watch party, don't worry. Subscribe now. You'll join us for our next watch party. Daily news and rumors, live shows, mailbags, and more, and it's free. Doesn't cost you a thing. Let's get to our next milestone. 47,000 subscribers. Subscribe now for free. You'll be glad you did. Now the numbers. Drew Lock, credit where credit's due. And I got to say, it was the right call for him to start tonight. Drew Lock, the thing that I saw from Drew Lock, besides just making those clutch throws down the stretch and everything, that great 2-minute drive, what has been the biggest criticism about Drew Lock in not just his 2 years in Seattle, but really his NFL career? It's been the mistakes, right, that he gets in his own way at times. Tonight, Drew Lock outplayed Jalen Hurts. He did not make mistakes. He didn't get in his own way. And he wasn't even necessarily a game manager either because he made big-time throws in clutch moments. I would argue that tonight was the brightest moment of Drew Lock's career. And it was the biggest stage, the most important game he's ever played, and he delivered for this Seahawks team. He was awesome. Receiving-wise, DK got off to a slow start, but then started to really figure it out. Found ways to get open, ran good routes, 5 catches, 78 yards, made some big-time catches. I mean, and people had been calling out DK, right? Over the last couple of weeks, like, hey, the way his attitude's been, that he wasn't doing what he had lived up to, what he had been paid to do. And here he is, he's performed at a high level and showed up when it mattered after not playing so hot. I loved it. Meanwhile, JSN, man, I mean, I'll be honest, that touchdown that he had at the end of this game, that was the type of moment that made you want to cry. I mean, it was emotional to see what this team has been through, the adversity this team has faced over the last few weeks, the doubters that have been out there, and JSN showing up when it mattered, getting that big catch, finding a way to get the job done, silencing everybody, keeping the season alive. JSN did that, and there's more and more memories to come from JSN and this Seahawks team. Who is the MVP for the Seahawks tonight against the Eagles? I mean, off the top of my head, you can go Drew. Kenneth Walker was fun tonight. DK, JSN. I mean, Bobby had 11 tackles, led the Seahawks in tackles tonight. Julian Love with 9 tackles, had the 2 picks, a career night for him. I mean, there's a number of guys that I could go with this evening to be the MVP. In fact, the crowd was incredible. I could go with the 12s as the MVP this evening. Who was your MVP? Weigh in that comment section. Let us know who you believe was the MVP for Seattle tonight. Now, let's tell you about tonight's sponsor. That is Factor. This holiday season, you might be looking for nutritious, convenient meals to keep you energized on jam-packed days. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service, can help you fill up fast for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, and stay on track with your healthy lifestyle while tackling all your holiday to-dos. Skip the stress of meal prepping over the holidays with Factor. Choose from 35-plus weekly flavor-packed, fresh, never-frozen meals that support a healthy lifestyle and meet your meal preferences. All delivered right to your door and ready to eat in 2 minutes. Enjoy extra convenience any time of day with an assortment of 45-plus add-ons to suit various preferences and tastes. Choose from breakfast items like our delicious apple cinnamon pancakes, yum, bacon and cheddar egg bites, and potato, bacon, and egg breakfast skillet. Or, for an easy wellness boost, try refreshing beverage options like cold-pressed juices, shakes, and smoothies. Head to factormeals.com/SeahawksChat50 and use code SeahawksChat50 to get 50% off. That's code SeahawksChat50 at factormeals.com/SeahawksChat50 to get 50% off. Factor Meals, proud partner of Seahawks Today. Smitty said he's choosing the filet mignon. Pick out what you want at Factor Meals. You won't be disappointed. I can promise you that. Now to the numbers. Run game, really good tonight. Kenneth Walker, a game we have been waiting for. 19 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown. Also with 3 catches for 26 yards as well. Best game for Kenneth Walker in a while. Seattle needed that from Kenneth Walker, needed to show that consistency, and they got it from him. Here's the thing. Okay. If you're the Seahawks, right, I think what realistically you're looking at out of your run game, whether it's Kenneth Walker or Zach Charbonnet, you need one of the guys to step up each week. Last week it was Charbonnet. This week was Kenneth Walker. In an ideal world, both of them play great at the same time, right? But as long as one of them is doing their thing, has the hot hand, you're fine. You're in good shape. So that was the case for Kenneth Walker tonight. Total yards for Seattle, nothing flashy, under 300 tonight, but they did have 5 yards of play. Passing yards under 200, run yards 100. But then the other key, as I point, there it is, no turnovers. You took care of the football tonight. That was a big deal. Meanwhile, compared to Philly, you forced 2 turnovers, the 2 Julian Love picks. You held them to 143 yards through the air. And A.J. Brown looked like he was unstoppable at one point. 5 catches, 56 yards, and you still did your thing there. 321 yards. The 2 turnovers was the big key. That was crucial for the Seahawks team. And even then, one thing I will say, I would be remiss if I didn't mention this tonight. The Seahawks won not because of Pete Carroll's coaching. They won in spite of Pete Carroll. He made some boneheaded decisions with the way he managed those timeouts in the second half. And yet here we are. They still found a way to win. These players, they won this game. Pete Carroll didn't win this game. These players did. These players deserve a lot of credit. And now you have some big questions about the quarterback position next year. Geno, Drew Lock. Do you go with a young quarterback? Do you go with a veteran? I don't think there's an obvious answer right now. What do you guys think? Who should be the Seahawks starting quarterback next year after a win like this? Weigh in. Tell me what you think in the comments section. Folks, hell of a night. Seahawks win. The season is still alive. Everything's in front of us. Stay tuned to Seahawks Today for more Seahawks coverage. We got you covered each and every day here on the channel. Have a great night. We'll see you next time.